Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. You listen to me live. I'm going to pull my camera up in a few minutes, and we're going to address this issue right now and actually get it resolved. And this is what men do. This is what men do. So let me pull my camera up because I'm not going to talk in a silo. I'm going to actually show myself and deal with this issue right now. So the value that I want you to get out of this is how men deal with issues. In life, every man or every person is going to deal with issues. How you handle them determines where you're going to go next or if you're going to repeat it. And so today, we're going to deal with the issue that's been going on for 2 years. 2 years. It's been going on for 2 years. And this is completely unacceptable. This is not what men do. This is what we should not do, especially in our Black community, especially as men. And men handle issues completely different. So I'm going to address some things because my thing is this. My concern is the channel, the people that I serve, the people that I actually speak to, the people that I touch, the people who contact me outside of YouTube. That's what matters most. Anything else is non and void. So that's why I want to cover here tonight. And we're going to cover some key points right now, and we're going to go in. But how a man deals with issues. How a man deals with issues. So let's bring some color or some texture to what I'm talking about. So for the past 2 years, there has been a young man named Jamel who goes by Ice Turner. He has a channel who has been off and on saying things about me that are completely untrue. Completely untrue. And defaming my character, especially on YouTube, and actually been trolling. If you were to go to his channel, you'll see there's been subliminal and direct attacks against my character. And if you know me, I have no problem confronting or dealing with issues because that's what a man's supposed to do. A man deals with and confronts issues. So let's bring a little bit more something to it. There was a group, blessings, Jesse. There was a group of men that came together as content creators and just men coming together. And one of the first rules that I gave as being an older man who have dealt with men in groups is if you have an issue with another brother, pull him to the side. What did I say? If you have an issue with another brother, you pull them to the side. Why do you pull them to the side? Because then you can deal with the issue one-on-one. Now, I said, secondly, if you cannot resolve it amongst you two, what you have to do is bring it into the group and let's talk it out. I said this repeatedly. There's big name YouTubers that were in there, and this is how men deal with issues. So from that conversation and from that group, it broke off, completely broke off. And in around October, I believe it is, I can go look at the email. I got a text message, or prior to that, Jamel, who is Ice Turner, wanted to work with me. He contacted me on Instagram and says, LDA, I want to work with you because I see how you deal with the scripture and you know Bible. No problem. I have no problem working with anybody. But now I said, okay. So the thing he wanted to do was do something called the spiritual game or game of the scripture game. Something to that effect. I said, no problem. Here, take my number. I gave my personal number. So we talked for at least about 2 hours, not on that day, another day, because I was at work, had to take care of business. We talked, good conversation, good listening, going back and forth, good conversation. Later on in that year, in 2019, Jamel, who is Ice Turner, whose real name is Jamel, went on and messaged me about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. At that time, and I'm like, who's messaging me at this time? Actually, I had company over. If the company was here or they were, I can contact them. They'll tell you, why is this person messaging you? And I was surprised. And the message was, stop talking about me. I'm like, why would I talk about you? So he had taken my Instagram posts, which I've been posting for years, and thought they were personal shots against him. When clearly I don't need to make personal shots against anyone. I don't need to make personal shots against anyone. If I'm going to make a shot, I'm going to confront you and tell you face to face, plain and simple. This subliminal going back and forth is not good. Why would I make Instagram posts indirectly about you? I don't have time for that. I have grown kids and I live a grown life. That's too much time on YouTube and that's too much time on Instagram. Then it proceeds to show me a video where an individual was talking about one of the brothers in the group, which was Red Pill. I don't want to hear that. I'm enjoying my company, or I was about to go join my company. So this went on back and forth. I said, Jamel, I don't know what you're talking about. And he went on to cuss, called me out of my name. I said, look, I see nothing but blessings on you. I can pull up, if you need receipts, I got receipts right here. Went on and said, you know what I'm talking about. And it went on this whole back and forth. I said, listen, won't we meet in person? I don't want to meet in person. That's completely out of the question. Why would I meet in person? I don't need to meet in person. That's not good. So I said, God bless you. May you bless your content and all that you do. I spoke blessings to that individual named Jamel, who goes by the name of Ice Turner. Spoke nothing but blessings to him. Then he went back and forth and tried to say some more things. I just ignored it. Then it proceeded on into 2020. Then he made videos about me saying, implying that I am gay. Call me deacon demon. Clearly, I was a deacon at one time. I'm no longer a deacon anymore. And at no time was I gay. So when a man attacks your masculinity, there's two things happening. One, this is what happens. When a man attacks your masculinity by saying that you're gay, he is trying to put you down or minimize your masculinity to make his look better. So anytime a man tries to say that you're gay and you are not gay, respect Joe Blast, respect everybody in the chat room. Anytime a man tries to do that, he's trying to minimize your masculinity. The second thing why a man will call another man gay when he does not know them at all, and clearly I'm not gay, and I don't need to defend that, is because they're projecting. I'm not saying he's projecting. I'm just putting facts and truths, because I'm not going to do that, attack him. He has a channel. I only wish him the best. But this has gone on for 2 years. So he made multiple videos. Then finally, the next thing he did was he went on and said that I stole his content. I don't have time to steal anyone's content. Any content that I get is because I have books here, or it's because I'm tapped in to the source. I have no time to take someone who has talked about me on YouTube multiple times, directly and indirectly, would I go in and take your content? That is not what a man does. And if I did take someone's content, I have did it multiple times on YouTube and say, I give a shout out because I got this information from this particular person or from that particular person. I have no problem giving props to that person. So there was a phone call made. I can't remember when it was. And he called from an anonymous number and I answered him like I didn't even know who it was. He said, well, you know, you did a good job on the video. I've been trying to say that for a year. I said, okay, good. I said, you know, you've been saying some things that wasn't cool about me. You know, I was just doing that. I said, okay, you know what? I forgive you, dude, but that's not cool. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is not my life, but I give my life to share my life to individuals on here so that they can have a better life. So they don't go through the same pitfalls that I do. So I said, excellent, man. Cool. It's all good. Then he asked me in another conversation after that, he asked me, can we, we talk, we try to get it to resolve. But it came down to this. Are you stealing my content? Jamal, guy named, you can go to his channel. I'm giving props to him. Go ahead. Ice Turner Senior. His name is Jamal. Did I take his content? Once again, I said, I do not take your content. I am not going through your content. So then he went on and now he's going to make another video. Then people outside of YouTube were looking my name up, Lawrence D. Adams, and found his videos of him maligning my character. Say, who is this? I said, you know what? This guy that's on YouTube who's been saying some things about me that are completely true. And plus the individual I was talking to actually knows me. She said, no, what she said, no, what, L, that's not you. We know that you don't do that. Now, Jamal has went on, Ice Turner has went on to have said, brought out that I've been married twice. Yes, I've been married twice. He brought that out in the text. Then he brought it out recently because people bring the information to me. He brought it out again. Yes, I've been married twice. No, for the record. So you're very clear. Did my first wife leave me? Nor did my second. So when you get information, you're getting bits and pieces when you don't know anything. You need to get it from the horse's mouth and not from someone guessing or trying to troll you. See, a man does not go around trolling another man. That shows that you have nothing else going on in your life. A man, let me say that again. A man does not go around trolling another man. We have to question that man, whoever it may be. Why would a man troll another man? This be very clear. Why would a man troll another man? That's something that a man who's about his life, about his purpose, his family, about giving pure content on YouTube, who's being authentic, does not do. Most of all, that's not what a Mac would do. And I've known some Macs. A Mac would not do that. So let's very, very clear. Next thing, a man will not go on YouTube and other social medias just talk about another man's character by giving ad hominems. If an individual is all they're going to do is attack the character, you have to question, why would they troll? Next thing you have to question is, why are they attacking that person's character? Why are they attacking that person's character? Is it that they see something in that person's character that they don't see in them or that they want to be? So this has been going on for 2 years. I have said nothing. I made no videos. I say, you know what? Let it go. But Jamel, Ice Turner, you can go to his videos and go see, has made it his point to address me. I've given him an opportunity to come up on this platform, and the platform is right here, is open, to come on this platform and to plead his case. I will not mute you. I will let you speak your truth, because that's what a man does, how a man handles issues. But at some point, after 2 years, we have to ask a question. Why would a man do that? One conclusion could be that maybe Jamel Ice Turner is upset because I do not want to work with him. Around my birthday, he gave $10 on Cash App. I acknowledged him. Thank you, Ice Turner, for the $10. After further thought, I said that was not a good move. I returned his $10. At that time, around my birthday, March 18th, he sent a text. Respect everyone in the chat room. He sent a text from a different number. It would be good if we worked together. It would be epic. Could it be that the attacks on my character and what I stand for, the thinking class, even attacking the thinking class, yes, he attacked the thinking class and made it a him against me, when clearly Jamel Ice Turner is not even on my radar. He's not even on my level. We speak two different languages. We're going after two different audiences. We're going after two different people. That's why it is imperative. It is imperative how men deal with issues. How men deal with issues. Let me repeat for those who didn't come in the beginning. How men deal with issues is, first, you go to the man that you have an issue with and you deal with it right there. You don't, let me say that again. You deal with the issue right then. You do not hide. You do not send subliminals. You don't do that. A man deals with the issue right at the top of, right at the top of whatever it is. If I have an issue with you, I'm going to deal with it one-on-one with you. Now, if I can't resolve it with you, then we bring it upon some neutral parties so that we can resolve this issue. But after 2 years of trolling, defamation of character, cyberbullying, if we would go any further with that, this is enough. This is enough. This is not how men handle issues. I am not attacking his character. I'm calling the truth. I'm calling it what it is. Anyone who knows me or who have known me this far knows that I have a heart first for men, to see them be the best version of themselves. Not the best version of a clone of me. Not for them to be a pimp, not for them to be a Mac, but for them to be the best version of themselves. If you watch any of my content from day one, I am without fault. I made mistakes, but through my mistakes as a man, I confess up to them. Let me say that again. I have made mistakes. I didn't do everything right. But if you're looking for someone to do something right, this is not the channel for you. This is where men admit where they are wrong and where they need to make adjustments at. As one person says, I have no failures. I just found out 1,000 ways to do something different. But defamation of character is not a way to do that. So to attack my personhood, to attack my 2 ex-wives. Yes, I had 2 ex-wives. I have nothing to hide. To know a story when you were not there in 2006. How can a man speak on something that was not there? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. YouTube wasn't even where it is now. Actually, it wasn't. Salute everyone. Fierce Soul, Joe Blast, Joe W, everybody. Salute everyone. But this has gone too far. Gone too far. I've been quiet. I've said, you know what? I'm not going to address it. But you need to look. Go to his channel. Go to his channel. Go to his channel. Jamel Ice Turner or Ice Turner Sr. Go to his channel. Check it out. You decide who's telling the truth and who is not telling the truth. Salute, King. Salute. I appreciate that. Salute to you. But this has gone too long. No man should be trolling another man for 2 years. No man should be having defamation character of another man for 2 years. No man should be calling another man gay when he has no evidence of being gay at all. And no need to prove that he's not gay. If you listen to any of my stories or anything that I say and who I am, you would know that that's not who LDA is. Lawrence D. Adams. Salute. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. The thing of it is, there's a problem with the black male, and I'm going to address it. We can't stand for the other brother to do better than us when we think they're on the same level as us. Let me say that again. You finally caught me, Annalena. What's going on? We can't stand for another brother to do better than us when we think they're on the same level. Let me be very clear who I am. Yes, I was an ordained deacon. Yes, I was a very much older deacon. Yes, I was a deacon. Let me say that again. Yes, I was an ordained deacon. Yes, I was a minister. Yes, I've been trained in the sciences. What sciences? The esoteric sciences and the laws, universal laws. I am not new to this. I've been thoroughly trained with multiple mentors. So there's no need for me to steal anyone's content. I have enough books here to teach for 10 years. So once again, if you're watching Jamel, because that's his name, I've given his last name, who is Ice Turner, you have the opportunity. What's going on? What's going on, Jose Navarro? What's going on, bro? You have the opportunity to now to speak your piece, because going back and forth and saying things about me when I have not addressed you says a lot about your character. It says a lot about who? Your character. Let me go a little further. When you understand a real Mac is not about tit for tat with another male. Just be very clear. Let's be very clear in what I'm saying. A real Mac is not about tit for tat because he doesn't have time, because a Mac is concerned about two things: his money and his women. Women. Let me say that again. A Mac is concerned about his money and his women. But to go back and forth with another individual, another male, takes his energy away from what he needs to be doing. Let me say something else. You do not. People are going to pull the cover sooner or later of who you are. I don't care who it is. So it's best to be authentic when you're on YouTube or anywhere else on social media. You can find me out anywhere in Cleveland. I'm going to be traveling in a couple weeks, and I will be the same way. I don't need to pretend. I don't need to put on a fake name that says I'm something else. This is who I am. I know other people use names. I am not talking about them. But what I am saying is this. This is not what a Mac does. So you have the question, and I want you to go. You can go to his channel. Go to his channel. His name is Jamel, but he goes by the marquee of Ice Turner Sr. Go look at his videos. Go listen to him. You will understand that there's a stark difference between him and I. We are not on the same level. We're not teaching to the same people. Content does not sound remotely the same. If you understand, you hear the authentics, you hear how authentic I am, and you hear how another individual has taken something and ran too far. So I understand that most people will not like this, may not agree with what I did, say I shouldn't have did this, but I had to do this because this is enough. This is how men, let me say this again. This is how men deal with issues. I'm confronting it head on. I'm calling your name, Jamal. I'm calling it what it is. Jamal. Ice Turner is what his name is on YouTube. Ice Turner Sr. You can go look him up. See if there's any remote comparison to the two. Yes, I was brought up in a church. You want to find out anything else? I have nothing to hide. I'm from the church. My father was a minister. I'm 3 generations in ministry. 3 generations in. Prayer warrior. Yes, I have multiple women. And to sit up here and lie and say that I don't or I did not, that's a sham. Anyone that's listening to me will want to know the truth about a man who was in church, who was a minister, who was a deacon, but also had a lot of women. He must know something. He must know something. This is how men deal with issues. Now, it'd probably be retaliation. It'd probably be videos made. Oh, I'm going to make videos about him. Oh, I'm going to make videos. Let's make videos about him. He's going to refute everything I said, but he cannot refute his text messages to me. He cannot refute his phone calls to me. He cannot refute those. And if I was to be that petty, which I have no need to, I can definitely post them in my stories. But anyone who knows me, no, that's not me. You understand, Navarro is this. The individual named Jamal, who goes by Ice Turner Sr., comes down to this one thing. At the heart of the matter, I did not know how to address him with all the things that he said about me, defamation of character. 2, he always wanted to collaborate with me, and I never made that happen. Shout out. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. So I'm going to ask you, as the listeners of people who are watching this tonight, would you collaborate with someone who have made videos about you, with defamation of character and then apologize, then make another video? Would you collaborate with them? Their brands don't mix. Would you do that? Now, I can't talk about what he did with other people because that's just talk. That's just talk. But I can say what he has said to me, what he has done on his channel. Now, this is the interesting thing. People have brought to me multiple things outside of YouTube that Jamel has said about me. Multiple things. I'm going to repeat this again so those who may not have heard this whole broadcast. How long am I going? I can't even see how many minutes I'm going. Okay. He brought to me multiple times things outside of YouTube, who people who are not even on YouTube. Who is this individual saying something about you? And what I do? I said, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to confront it. I'm not going to do anything. Allow him to talk. See, this is the reason why I never said anything. If we really be honest with you. The reason why I never said anything, and this is just completely honest why. What time do I have to address someone who's trying to get my attention? Let me say that again. What time do I have to address someone who's trying to get my attention? And clearly right now, you don't have my attention because I'm just spitting the facts and the truth. Because all that's going to happen, you go to his channel and find out, all he's going to do is make a video refuting everything that I said. But he would never confront or say something to me directly as a man. So what think about it. I got children that I'm raising. I'm dating someone. I'm doing YouTube. I got other things. I'm in school. What time do I have to address someone who's trying to get my attention by defamation of character, who's calling me out of my name? That doesn't make sense. See, Jamel dropped a gay flag on my page and I never did anything to him. Then deleted it. I confronted him on FaceTime and he hid his face. Punk. That's what you're saying. So now let me say this. You're getting your day to shine, Jamel. You're getting it. Go ahead and make your video. Go ahead and chop this up. Go and refute what I said. But you can't refute the truth. There's something wrong with a man to troll another man for 2 years. Let me say that again. There's something wrong with a man to refute or to go back and forth with another man who's not addressing him for 2 years. There's something mentally not right. There's something wrong with a man to constantly make videos implying that the other individual is gay. I'm just trying to make sure the picture is completely painted. There's something wrong. Think about it. When I was in the street and I fought, and I remember fighting this one individual named Carlos, may he rest in peace. He came new in the neighborhood. It was my turn to fight. What we did, we fought in front of Sean Key's house and we got it on. We fought again. Then we dealt with it. We became friends. Men don't go back and forth for 2 years. Name me one man who goes back and forth trolling another man for 2 years. If you can tell me a man who does that for 2 years, back and forth 2 years. and the other individual never addresses him, never makes subliminal posts about him. Because this is where part of it starts from, because he felt, let me use the right word. He felt that my Instagram posts was directed at him, or that my comments are directed at him, when clearly I have a broader audience than just Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I have a broader audience, and I've been doing this way longer. So I'm trying to help people who need to hear the message that I'm saying. Who need to hear what I'm saying. So for an individual to think that I'm directing my Instagram post at you, my friend, and I'm saying that, my friend, I have no desire to do that. This is what Jamel Ice Turner Sr. has done multiple times. So we have painted a case. You make your choice. You go listen to Ice Turner's channel, be my guest. You can listen to my channel, be my guest. Be my guest. Haters are going to hate. LDA has consistently presented themselves as a respectful and knowledgeable content creator and a man for years. Thank you. Appreciate that. He ain't got no shine from me. I refuse to go down that male's channel. Okay, I understand. He's gotten reactions. He got a reaction from me. No, he didn't get a reaction from me. That's what he probably wanted. The thing you teach and drama free. Some people drive on drama. I agree. But he didn't get a reaction. This is not even a reaction video. It's not a reaction. This is not a reaction video. Let me say that. To what he said and what he done. No. It's not a reaction, because I'm not on the defense. I've always been on the offense. So this is not a reaction video to anything that he says. This is just pointing out the facts and he presenting it to the audience, and you make your decision. So this is not a reaction. No, I'm reacting to him. I don't even feel bothered by it. But I did felt that it was time to address it. It's not a reaction, but what? It's crazy. When I first joined your channel in 2019, I thought he was your homie. He was repping. No, you can't rep Motu. He was in it, but he's not out. He's out. In the words of Mr. Palmer, I find him guilty, and he has not thrived in negativity he promotes. LDA is good for doing this. Appreciate it. So this is not a reaction. Not a reaction. Why do I see, when you react to something, that means you're on the defense. I'm not on the defense. No need to be. Why be on the defense? No, not at all. But I will say this. I will say this. You have an opportunity to go listen to his content. His name is Jamel Ice Turner, and then give his last name or where he lives. His name is Ice Turner Sr. You go listen to his content. You make the comparison between my content and his. We are not on the same level. He's not even, I don't think he even hit 40 yet. So it's not a reaction. There's much more life, much more content to give. And if you understand who I am and you look into my eyes, you know that I have been authentic. I've been true. I've shared my good and my bad. I brought only people who share the content or share the brand that I present on here. So this is how men deal with issues. We don't react. We don't we don't yell and scream, and we don't use ad hominems. Let me say that again. We don't use ad hominems. Let me say that again. We don't use ad hominems. I don't need to attack his character. He's really a good, at the core, he's a really good guy. And I mean that. I even prayed for him. I got texts that said I prayed for him. Lift him up. I said, I pray for your content, everything that you do, the people who follow you. I have no malice, no hatred towards him. None at all. So anyone have any questions, anything they want to say, this is your opportunity. This is not a time to I'm just presenting, as a man does, the issue that's at hand and addressing it. So if you hear anything else from Jamel subliminally or directly with me, you know it's been addressed in this video here. Let's be very clear. We know you enough. What you let us know. It's his own insecurities and from what I gather. Okay, ICE needs therapy, right? So, and even too, I've given as they would do in with church, I've given the right hand of fellowship. You're welcome to come here and share your case, present what you think. You're welcome, more than welcome. I won't mute you. I won't even stop you. I'll let you say your piece. Now I'm extending my hand right now to you, Jamel, because you're going to go back. Either you're watching now or you're going to go back and watch this. Me and you never collaborate ever, but there's a mutual respect. Don't give me that right. Don't give me the right to disrespect him. What? Yeah. You look nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I was out on the lake today in Cleveland, the Flats, enjoying that. But I just had to, it was just time to deal with this. So all the stuff that's been brought to me about my numbers, look at the numbers, look at this content and look at that. Why is there a comparison with what I do? This is what I stand by. And I think I might close with this. If a person if you do not like, I'm gonna tell you something my grandfathers used to say. My grandfather used to say this all the time. He said, don't get mad, just leave. I think I said that multiple times on my channel. Don't get mad, just leave. Let me say that again. Multiple times, my grandfather. So if you don't like my content, that's go for anyone. If this is not your cup of tea with biscuit, don't listen. Don't follow. You can actually take the subscribers off, take the buttons off. Leave me alone. Go over there. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to hurt my feelings because we're in the midst of change with the thinking class anyway. Some things are going to change. I've been working on that all weekend. But if you don't like my content, if you don't feel comfortable here, if you think I'm a sham, if you think I'm a gifter, if you think I'm just playing games, please, please, please go do your thing and go your own way. Go focus on your content. Go focus on what you're talking about and figure it out. But here, over in this channel, thinking class, we don't have time for that. So I'm about to drop the link right here. What we're not going to do, we're not going to do ad hominems. That means talking about his character, because at the end of the day, that's not how I roll. Trust me. Trust me. That's that part of me. I can be very vicious. But a real man doesn't need to do that. Let me put you right here. Okay. Salute, brother.
Salute, LBA. Yeah, man. I try to be diplomatic with the brother. I try to hit him up, and because basically there was this content creator named the other Ray J, and this was weeks ago. It had to be 4 weeks ago, almost a month. And me and him, we had a collab called, what was it called? I think it was about a valued woman or something like that. I don't remember the title specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Ray, we do a collab, and then Ice is throwing subliminal shots on his community tab concerning the drop we just did, because he had issues with Ray at the time, or
Mm-hmm.
disagreements. So then I get umbrellaed into the situation. So I'm like, all right, let me just hit up Ice to communicate clearly. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was about. I approached him man to man about the situation. Hey, fam, you have a problem. And then he was like, I don't have a problem, at least on this end. Very passive aggressive. So next thing you know, I'm starting. Again, I'm with you, LDA. We're not the type of people to beef. You feel me? But I honestly, man, I commend you for being quiet for 2 years, but that wasn't me. That whole week, I was like, yo, let me just call this brother out. So what I kept doing on my community tab was like, Ice, stop throwing subliminals, stop throwing subliminals. And then Ice kept doing it. And then I put out a parody video. I was pretending to be Ice. I was just joking around. And then he does a video, and then he was saying all I talk about is the red pill, and it was just ridiculous. So I was like, all right, let me dissect this dude. So I did the video concerning Ice about his track record and his history with having issues with other content creators. So here's the thing with that. He has a complete playlist about his roast sessions, about all the videos he's done on people, from you, from Offie, Red Pill Chauvinist, China White, Book Alpharonomy, C Boogie. He has so many people on YouTube that he's had issues with. So it's not like you're alone in this situation. You feel me? There's just so many people he's had issues with. And then obviously me and Ray J recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I just came here to say this, that when it comes to Ice, I really believe there's a strong sense of delusion, because I've heard your content, I've heard his content, and I've heard your content 2 years ago. I think one of the first videos I listened to you about was I don't know if you was like a security guard or something,
Mm-hmm.
overnight somewhere. And
Mm-hmm.
I've listened to Ice's content, and I'm like, it's apples and oranges, fam. You guys sound nothing alike. Nothing. Absolutely nothing alike. What he talks about and what you talk about is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I would understand that if you guys were communicating the same message, okay, I'll be like, okay, maybe you have that. But even back then, I wasn't sure about LDA stealing content.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've had Ice accuse. I said, I'm his grasshopper. And listen, I respect Ice's intelligence, but at the end of the day, it's like there's too much delusion and chaos with that dude, man. Too much. He still throws shots at me to this day. I'm over the beef. I had my issues with him weeks ago. I'm over it. So I just felt like, for those who's listening, it's not just LDA he has a problem with. He has a problem with anyone who has a name for themselves, literally. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I like I said, as I said privately in text to him, and I can show receipts. I send nothing but blessings to him. I pray for him. I pray for his content, his followers, and everything that he does. But this has, for 2 years, this is enough. No man should do this. No man should go. No man should do this. This is unacceptable, and this is not what I promote over here. I just don't promote that. And I seen the things that were going with you, and I stepped back and watched. I wanted to see how you were going to handle it. And I know at this point now, he's going to make a video and say, oh, we came together and we were attacking him, and he's going to play the victim very clearly. There's a track. When you understand people, you understand there's a track record of what they do and what they're not going to do. He's going to make a video and play he's the victim. They're going to need 2 people to attack me. Look how good cold I am. I already understand that.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
only wish him the best. I appreciate you coming up. Anything else you would like to say
Oh
about
yeah.
issue?
I think the reason why he came after you
Hmm.
harder than everyone else is because I think you're the father figure he wished he had.
Mm, mm,
That's why I honestly think, because
mm.
everyone else he's done videos about, and but it seemed like there's just something about you that he's just adamant about, like, I want to tear this dude down, you feel me?
Hmm.
And I just think, again, you know, you're a more evolved adult than most. You know, you're older than a lot of other content creators on YouTube, so I just think that there's this paternal issue he has with you, and that's
Hmm.
pretty much all I gotta say.
Yeah, and I appreciate that because I didn't see that part of it. All I'm just looking like, okay, I am in my own lane. I don't have time to mutter along with people's being disgruntled with what I say or what I do or how I live when they don't even know who I am. I've been doing this for a long time, and that's called living life, not YouTube.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So
You
that's
know, there's YouTube and there's real life, man.
yeah, and that's what I do, and I bring my real life and real issues right there. So appreciate that. Appreciate that. I thank you for coming up, man. Anything else you would like to share to
Um,
because I know it's going to be a response video. There's inevitable that's going to happen. He's actually, if he's here, he said LDA has pretty hoes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just want to say this. Salute to Offie, salute to you,
Mhm.
salute to Trav, salute to everyone in the chat. And you know, like you were saying, we already predict that there's already gonna be a video made about us. Oh, we came together, we've been conspiring for years, you know,
Mhm.
all types of delusion. And at this point, might as well not even address it at this point. All
Yeah.
you had to do was one video, there's already a track record, and it's been pretty consistent. He
Mhm.
just, all I can say is that dude needs beef to survive.
Yeah.
Without conflict in his life, he has nothing.
Yeah.
So I, you know, hope for the best for him, but hey, it is what it is. But I just want to say this, salute to you, and I hope you have a good night, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for coming up. Appreciate that. Now, Jamal, if you're listening, you are welcome to come up. You can speak your piece. You can defend yourself. You're welcome to say what you need to say. The I'm pasting the link right here. I'm pasting the link. You're welcome to come up, say what you need to say. You don't have to sit in the shadows. This is not an attack on you. This is what men do. We confront issues, not individuals. Let me say that again. We confront issues and not individuals. Oh, always stay away from the drama. Let me say that again. We confront issues and not the individual. I think I've gone long enough. So you have the opportunity as listeners, people who come to my channel, you can go listen to Jamal. His name is Ice Turner Sr. He goes by, but his name is Jamal. I didn't give his last name. And you can make the comparison between my content and his and see there's a vast difference. With all that being said, I wish him the best and I wish the content, I wish all the people who are listening on here the best. I have nothing else to say. And in the words of the person that was going to crucify Jesus, and they chose between Jesus and Bartimaeus. And the people said, give me Bartimaeus. And they chose Jesus. I wash my hands of this matter. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. In the story of Jesus going to the cross, and Jesus was in jail, and they were going to crucify him. And the people said, they brought him before the people. Who do you want? The thief called Bartimaeus, or do you want Jesus? The people yelled out, give us Jesus, send him to the cross. And the judge or the person at the matter washed their hands of the matter. I wash my hands of this matter. There's nothing else I need to say. There's no other videos. This is not subliminal. This is directly at Jamel Ice Turner Sr. He has the opportunity to come up. I'm opening the doors. The link is in the bio. You're welcome to come up. It's really not that deep. If trolling, that's all. If that's all it is, no. So definitely, I wash my hands of the matter. It is a done deal. For people who are listening in the clouds, go back and share, go back and tell. You have the opportunity to do that. I didn't wash my hands of the matter. Anything else said from this point is on the other individual. LDA is about to go enjoy his evening, and I'm out. Let's get some. Whoa, I got to play the horns, baby. Wait. Let's get it. Yo, is that the end of the song? It's time to go. I think you said enough, LDA. I think you have. Yo, we out of here. Peace.